This is the Daddy.
It's the ManCandy.
And I'm sorry for the down voice, but we are on season 2 with a bonus episode of the news of the Hulkster passing away. And we're going to give some tips on how to deal with the passing of the Hulkster.
Yeah, I don't know how this is really going to go, but it's been a long, hard day for the ManCandy. So I've got 2 cans of real American brew here, so let's go.
All right, man. Cheers. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Hulkster.
Today is a tough day. So
it's not every day that you get to do a podcast next with your buddy ManCandy and get to stare down at his ankle and see what you're gonna do on a day like this. What you gonna do, Hulkster? Here, let me get it. There we go. Get a little slap to the ankle tattoo right there.
And the best part about having this tattoo is anytime we meet somebody new, you introduce me to them.
I said, look, hey, show me your tattoo.
Show me your tattoo.
Show me your tattoo.
It doesn't matter who it is. A couple years ago, we went to a charity event and had to show it to Bo Jackson. And, and actor Chris Tucker, and just like I said, everybody that we meet.
It's a great conversation starter.
It sure is.
Yeah. Not everyone has a Hulkster. What you gonna do? Tattoo on their ankle. So, ManCandy, we were kind of talking a little bit before, but what was the final on the number of different threads you were in today?
Oh, geez, I think
getting condolences.
I think I probably had like 30 different threads. Text threads of people reaching out, just wanting is it true? How are you doing? Pictures, lots of questions. Like, it all happened so early this morning, and I got an alert on my phone almost at the exact same time that listener P texted us about it. And then you're searching around on X and everywhere else just because you don't know if it's fake news or what's going on. And then, it wasn't looking good when some of the major networks were starting to post stuff about it. And so it turns out it was a massive cardiac arrest this morning. I think it was like at 10-something Eastern time. And
down in Florida, right? Clearwater?
Down in Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah, I saw one disturbing video of someone filming it, and they could see him doing CPR, to the Hulkster outside his house. And I'm like, that's going a little too far on social media. I didn't like that one too much. But
so we're going to try to make it through this video, but a lot of it will be how to cope with that loss and maybe celebrate some of the fun moments in the Hulkster's wrestling career.
Well, I do not have Kleenexes, but I do have paper towels, ManCandy.
Okay,
just in case you need it. Just in case. This is,
right there.
I'm not sure if you're going to be going to the funeral or not, but we're gonna get through this together. So on this, we said before, this is a bonus episode, so we're not gonna do everything like we normally do, but we are gonna do top five.
This is our top five.
Oh, you got it last time. There we go. And ManCandy, you do the honors of doing our top 5. What do we got?
So it's our top 5 Hulk Hogan and Hulkamania moments. This could be matches, it could be personal, it could be a little bit of everything, just memories of the Hulkster. So my number 5 is when the Mega Powers exploded with him and Macho Man Randy Savage, how they were tag team partners, and then Miss Elizabeth got in between them. Randy Savage wasn't happy with some of the things that the Hulkster was allegedly involved with, and then, They exploded in the medical room, and I believe that just so happened to be in the Bradley Center.
Yes.
In Milwaukee.
Wow.
So, yeah.
My number 5 is going to be, and I know this will be on your list too. Okay. It is the match with The Rock.
Okay.
What WrestleMania was that?
That was WrestleMania 18.
WrestleMania 18, fabulous match. The Rock ends up pulling it out.
Yep.
But I thought that was an amazing match. Maybe I should go first because I kind of want your number 1 to end it.
Okay, so then you come back
so
with number 4.
My number 4 is one of my few live events. Winston Keys had a birthday party, and we went to the Dane County Coliseum, and I think we told this story in season 1, but I was we were all the way up in the farthest you can be from the place, way up top, and we all had Macho Man signs, and Macho Man won his first match. We were going crazy, and then it was Macho Man versus the Hulkster at the Dane County Coliseum, and as soon as Macho Man came out, had the sign going crazy, and then I'm a Real American came on, and that sign got thrown down, and I turned into a Hulkamania.
Okay, yeah.
So it was that match in particular, just because that was from my childhood, and I thought that was a great match.
Yep. My number 4 was from, I believe it was WrestleMania 6, Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior.
Okay.
That was, I wouldn't say the height of my wrestling career, but definitely one that I was very interested in. I think that was the very first pay-per-view I ever got and watched. The whole card was fantastic, but when the two of them, in January, they always had the Royal Rumble, and the winner of the Royal Rumble goes on to challenge the champion. I don't think that was the stipulation at the time, but there was a moment in that Royal Rumble earlier in that year where both the guys were in the ring. They cleared everybody out. And these were the two biggest megastars in the WWF at the time. They both cleared the ring, and it was just those two in there, and they're just staring at each other. And it was one of those surreal moments. I can't believe that this is really going to happen.
Yep.
And then Ultimate Warrior was the Intercontinental Champion. Hulk Hogan was the Heavyweight Championship. Hulk Hogan lost, but it's probably made Ultimate Warrior. That was probably his very best match he ever had, and it was a good, long-lasting memory for me.
That's awesome. My number 3, I know it's going to be probably higher up on your list, even though I didn't, I have not looked at your list at all. But that was the start of the New World Order.
Okay.
That was an amazing moment that, changed, and, I think it changed a lot of wrestling history right there. Sure. And WCW, that just propelled them.
For sure.
So much. And, him turning just the raw reaction to the fans.
The garbage that
was getting thrown in the ring, and just the total shock of this happening. And and I think it was a huge boost in in his career. He needed to be a heel one time, and that was when the heel was starting to become cool.
Exactly. Well, funny that you mentioned that, because my number 3 is the NWO being the third man.
Oh.
So, a little bit of history with that. So, there was Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. They jumped ship from WWF and went over to WCW. And they're always talking about the third man of our group. And then I believe it was at Bash at the Beach where, the bad guys were getting the good guys were getting their butt kicked, and out comes Hulk Hogan. Everybody's like, yeah, Hulk Hogan's here to save the day. But no, he turned, and you're right. It was the change in professional wrestling to more of an attitude, reality based, and you couldn't have picked a better person to do that, because I don't think it would have worked with Sting or anybody else. It had to be some WWF legacy person to go in and do that, and it was the perfect fit, and it was great. And then even when they came back to the WWE or WWF, I think it was still at the time. Under Vince McMahon, this had to have been like in 2021-ish. They returned back to WWE was at the Bradley Center.
Oh.
Nasty Nate and I were in Whitewater. Didn't get tickets to go to the show, but we still watched it. It was great.
How did you not get tickets for that?
That's all right.
Now, when he turned and did the leg drop, was that on Macho Man?
Yes.
Okay, so that was Macho Man.
Yep.
So,
all right, number 2.
My number 2, not a particular match. It's just all of his promos with Mean Gene. Just his promos before all the matches. Just telling everyone to eat your vitamins, say your prayers. I mean, how many kids ate their vitamins because of what Hulk Hogan said?
I sure did.
Yes, and in fact, I got one of his
favorite one?
promo that was probably one of my favorite ones. So let's play that.
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm going to get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Yes. How do you not get fired up by getting your knob broken off? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, that is great.
So we talked about it earlier. My number 2, Rock versus Hogan, just the WrestleMania 18. That crowd was absolutely electric in Toronto, and it was, the start to the Hulkamania send off in the WWE at the time, and it was, that was another one. Nasty Nate and I were sitting in Whitewater watching that match, and it was phenomenal. It was probably my favorite match of all time.
Yep. And now my number 1.
I think we probably both have
We both have it, and it's on TV right now. We just put it on. We were thinking about putting sound on there, and we both have it at number 1.
Yep.
Okay, and it's WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
And I mean, this really propelled, of all the WrestleManias. WrestleMania 3 still was one of the best in a long time. Now, since then, you could vote. Maybe there's been some better ones, but when he body slammed Andre the Giant, that will still be one of the most memorable moments in WWE or WWF at that time.
Yep.
In my brain.
For sure. Yeah. No argument there. It's definitely was an iconic moment. The irresistible force meets the immovable object, and body slams him right in the squared circle. So
yes,
it was good.
So
I got a little bit of trivia.
Snap.
I mean, we're not going to guess, but I'll just kind of walk you through a few things.
Yeah, walk me through it.
Well, he was born on August 11th, 1953. Obviously, he was 71 years old and is passing here today. His career started in 1977. He was trained by Hiro Matsuda.
Okay.
He also tells a funny story about how early on in his training, Hiro Matsuda broke his leg and was trying to force him not to continue to wrestle, but since he came back, knew that Hulk Hogan wanted it, and then he was bouncing around on if he was going to be a professional wrestler or not, and then started with some general territory stuff until he got to the WWF at the time, which was on January 23rd, 1984. That was the date Hulkamania was born.
Okay.
Very first time that came out, because he beat the Iron Sheik that night for the world title.
Oh,
Yeah,
so his first match, he gets the world.
I don't think it was his first match, but it was definitely like he was with the company, got fired, went to the AWA for a little bit, came back under Vince Jr., and then that's when Hulkamania erupted.
Yeah. Now, Vince Jr. is Vince McMahon.
Yes.
Yep. Vince Sr. is Vince's dad. Now, can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
What other wrestling names? I mean, you know him as Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
You got Hollywood Hulk, but earlier he had some different names.
Terry Boulder.
Okay.
Super Destroyer.
Super Destroyer. Okay.
Just to name a few.
Okay. And then you got Hollywood Hulk. So, I mean, maybe there's a couple, but right now we got four names down.
That's solid for right now.
All right.
Yeah.
I know it's an emotional day.
It is an emotional day.
Yes.
So he eventually departed the WWF in 1993, went to WCW 94. The NWO was formed in 1996, and then he returned back to the WWF in 2002.
Yeah, that's cool.
How many titles do you are heavyweight championship titles in the WWF/E did he win?
Less than John Cena.
Oh yeah.
Thank
you for that.
16.
No.
Higher or lower?
Lower.
Because he never gave it up. That's all right. 10.
6.
Wow, because he didn't want to give it up. If he would have gave it up a little bit more, then he could have won it more.
Yeah, it didn't work for him, brother.
Yeah, as he's got to have one of the longest streaks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
he held the WWE, WWF title 6 times, held the WCW title 6 times, only held the tag team title once.
Okay.
With Edge. He is a 2-time WWE Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Once by himself and the other with the NWO. And he was the first to win back-to-back Royal Rumbles.
Oh. Mm-hmm. What Royal Rumbles?
90 and 91.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Let's see. What else? I do have a list, because you always make fun of me about Hulk Hogan's leg drop.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the weakest finishing moves I can ever think of.
Well, surprisingly...
Yep.
Only 11 wrestlers have ever kicked out of it.
11 wrestlers?
Out of all of his matches, out of all these years, only 11 have kicked out.
I can name, my over-under would be 3.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to go obvious Rock.
Yes.
Okay.
Now you're going to struggle.
Yeah. How about, this is what. Did he ever wrestle Undertaker? Because Undertaker kicked out.
Yes, he did.
See, I'm just wondering if he had the courage to do that.
Yeah.
I would think Andre kicked out.
He did not.
Oh my gosh, we're watching. I hope. Okay, so I got 2.
Mm-hmm.
What about Ric Flair?
Nope.
Ultimate Warrior.
No, he did not.
What?
But okay, so I said before how Hulk Hogan in he lost to the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Technically, Hulk Hogan went for the leg drop, but Ultimate Warrior got out of the way.
Oh, how about Stone Cold?
Nope. They never really had a Hulk Hogan versus Stone Cold match.
Okay. Macho Man?
Nope.
Macho Man never got out of it?
Nope.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Sting?
Sting is when.
Oh, hey, there's my 3. There's my 3.
There
Threw out Sting. Threw out Sting.
All right. So the 11 are Undertaker, Vader,
okay.
Triple H.
I should have got Triple H.
Lex Luger. Sid Vicious.
Ooh, Sid.
Yokozuna.
Yokozuna kicked out.
Brock Lesnar.
I was going to think, but I actually had that in my head, but then I thought maybe they didn't fight.
Yep. Goldberg.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. And then you said Sting, we said The Rock, and I have an asterisk by it because Hulk Hogan is actually kicked out of a leg drop because when he fought Vince McMahon at WrestleMania,
Vince
he dropped the leg and he kicked out of it. So there is your 11.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Well, on this bonus episode, I mean, we've covered a lot and we've already gotten into quite a few minutes. So if you're still sticking around, our main
I can keep going.
Yeah, our main tips was how to cope with it, and just coping. We're focusing on Hulk Hogan, but this could be how to cope with death of someone close in your heart. Even though, ManCandy, how many times have you met Hulk Hogan personally?
Never.
Never?
I haven't even seen him live.
Wow.
But I went and visited his store and restaurant in Clearwater.
I've been there.
Yeah.
In Orlando and in Clearwater. I think I got yelled at in the Orlando store.
By Jimmy Hart?
Yeah, Mouth of the South yelled at Mrs. Zodaddy. I forgot who was in there. I don't know if it was Hulkster or...
Well, you probably deserved it.
Well, we were trying to take a picture, without paying. And Jimmy, he was, you got to pay for that. No free pictures. I'm like, oh, come on.
So we went to Clearwater, went to the restaurant and the store, and I think we were there for 4 or 5 days. I went into a store every single day just because you never knew.
Yeah. The Clearwater store I talked to the guy there for about 30 minutes because it was just our family in there, and of course I brought up you and your ankle tattoo, and so I definitely brought you up, and he chuckled at that. So I'll start with the first tip is just don't take this all on your own, and what I mean by that, just don't be sulking and depressed on your own, ManCandy's gotten a lot of love today. Like he said, over 30. There's a lot of people checking up on him because they know how much the Hulkster means to ManCandy, and everyone was giving sympathies, and and I think that's pretty cool. Reaching out, if you know someone that has gone through, some hard times, just reach out, just check up on them, and that's a good tip, that I thought happened today for you.
I agree, and I thank you to everybody that did reach out. It's one of those things where I want to celebrate the good times that I've had being a Hulkamaniac all these years, and it's been really, really very difficult over these past few years. Obviously, he hasn't been the most popular figure in pop culture. I don't want to get into any of that. I just want to focus on the things that made me happy, which was his professional wrestling career, and just getting those VHS tapes and sitting down and watching, and getting pumped up when his either promo happened or when his music dropped or during a big victory. You try to focus on the positive things and not necessarily all the negative stuff that's going on right now.
Yep, and I think, just being able to share stories, continue to, live on. That's why we got this match of WrestleMania 3, and I'm sure there's going to be times where we'll put in, just a random match.
And we should, when the dust settles a little bit, we should pick a match, maybe Rock versus Hogan, and do a bonus episode watch along.
There we go.
So that'd be fun.
That will help. That will help. That will be good.
Agreed.
Yep.
Do you know I won a costume contest once, and I dressed up as Hulk Hogan?
Well, you dressed up as Hulkster and the Ric Flair. Yeah. Did you have the mustache?
I did.
And you had. When was this?
It was probably 03,
Oh, so
04, so maybe 05,
Okay.
somewhere in there.
All right.
Old Town Pub. That was
Okay.
on the other side of Madison. They had a Halloween costume contest, and I went
you
and I won.
That's funny. I've seen you go on as Ric Flair too.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. I wish we would bring that back. We should, all dress up as the Hulkster.
Sure.
Just, one time. We just got the shirts on. Maybe we should have, dressed up as them. But, is there anything else?
No.
And again, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna be here for you, ManCandy. Just knowing that, one of your icons. I enjoyed watching them, but I don't have a tattoo of him.
That's fine.
And you know a lot more than I ever did about his life and career and about all the wrestlers.
I've seen a couple of his movies in the movie theater, from No Holds Barred, Rocky 3.
Muscles on the Beach.
No, every Christmas we watch Santa with Muscles.
Santa with Muscles.
That's a good one. I remember my dad took me to go see Suburban Commando in the movie theaters, and he fell asleep during it.
Oh, that's great. But yes, we figured we had to give a bonus episode with this news. So we talked about it right around noon that hey, we got to do a podcast and get it done. And as Hulkster just beat Andre the Giant right now, he's holding up his belt. And WrestleMania 3, he's doing a little shake. So guys, I am gonna let ManCandy take over and and finish this podcast out for us.
All right, so we had some fun today, but today's been a really hard day, as silly as it might sound for some of you listeners. I guess I just want to take the opportunity to say thank you. And this has been a big part of my life for so long. So today has been really, really difficult. So it's the final 3 count, unfortunately, but his Hulkamania will always live forever, and that's what will be important, and that's what we'll focus on. So I'll leave you with this. Thank you, everybody.